Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Chris Sale.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Justin Crawford. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to it.
Throw over to first. Man at first. Here's Turner now. And a swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball could be 2. Seager to second, on to Freddie. Double play. Here's Bryce Harper.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care.
Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no. Ey, ey. Conmigo ya no tienes break.
So, almost ready to get underway. Towing the slab in today's game, it's Walker Buehler. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, you're going to see good velocity between the 4-seam fastball and the cutter. Better be ready to hit. It's going to be fairly straight, but just because it's straight doesn't mean it's easy to get the barrel on it.
Here's Ketel Marte. On the corner for a strike, and we're underway. Next pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late with the swing there.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
And now it's Juan Soto. He was late there, strike 1.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Just missing there. Ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Missed inside with the curve.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Santander going back on this one. On the warning track and hauls it in.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
David Ortiz at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. There's a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Got him looking. And the inning is over. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Joe McDonald says he went around. Pitch misses. And 1-1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-0. So now it's Corey Seager. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The pitch.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one missing low.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. So Sieg suffers the strikeout. Here's Yordan Alvarez. And that's in the dirt. Zimmerman in his 14th season, 28 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Wisconsin.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Now here is Anthony Santander. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Ball 1 there.
Outside.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Goes down looking. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander under it. Makes the grab for the second out. And now the right fielder, Paul O'Neill. That one pushed foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Now this one gets through. Coming home. The throw in. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now it's Alex Bregman. 0-1 now. Buehler deals. On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman. Out number 3. Back here at Petco Park. Bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. There's a strike. That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Grounder might be 2. As the pitcher brings it in for the out, and the runner advances to second.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
That one the other way. Snags it for the second out. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Back here in San Diego, an outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. That one missed.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Soto stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And ball 1.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
Just off the outside edge. And the count's even at 2. That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
1 out, bases empty. Outside, and that is ball 4. Here's Trout.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
0-1's the count.
Here comes the 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
Outside low. And the count 1-2. That's to third. And that's a fair ball. Throw, and it gets away. Good backup, though. He's right there, and no advance. 2 on, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. And that one fouled off. Soto over at second. Trout over at first with 1 away. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. And we're back. And the batter now, Ted Williams. Zimmerman back to work. And takes low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Trout makes the play, and there's 1 away. So up next, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And now 1 and 2. got him. That K is his third of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Trout brings it in for the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Anthony Santander. Walker Buehler will go back to work. Santander measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, usually in the outfield, but today he's starting at first. Gloves it on the dive from his knees. The throw not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike. Santander gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Check swing, called strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Brings it in, and there's one down. Paul O'Neill getting ready to hit. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball there. This ball's chopped on the ground. Freeman tossed to second, over to first, safe. And now it's Frankie Lindor. RBI single his last time up. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. On the ground, right side, Chisholm. And that is that. Back here at Petco Park. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Corey Seager. In for a strike, 0-1.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
In the air, center field. Trout hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. First pitch just misses.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Alex Bregman. Inside, and that's ball one.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And strike two.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ketel Marte up to the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that.
Mark Davis on a pitch out of the pen here.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Juan Soto now. And it's 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover.
Throws to second for one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. Back here in San Diego, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Two strikes.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
So digging in, Curtis Granderson. And a foul ball. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. The relay.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. And they take the lead. It's 3-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. And now Ted Williams. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
2 away now. Henderson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that's in the dirt.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more.
Runner takes off. Safe at second with a stolen base. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
That's off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Henderson at second with 2 down. On the ground, right side. Handles, throws the first inning over, and it could have been worse. Top 6. Here's Mike Trout. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Cut on and missed 96 of that fastball.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it. And there was just no chance for the infielders of how hard he hit it.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Trout on the move. Got him swinging. Throw. Save. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Santander. 1 for 2. Cade Smith gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Smith, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Trout flying around third. He'll score. To first, and he scrambles back safely. Took a big turn there.
Well done. Drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And a swing and a miss. That's the second out. So 2 down now, and here is Paul O'Neill. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball.
With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Check swing, and he went. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Fouled off. He was late. Now 1-1. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Down the line, and it's foul. 2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop. Corey Seager. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
All 1's the count.
And a slider misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And here is Yordan Alvarez. Double play ball to second. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Anthony Santander now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. That's down and in. A slider missed. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments of baseball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. Bunts it, but he can't keep it fair. Looked like the safety squeeze there. 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Alvarez takes his lead at third with 1 away. That just misses, and that is ball 1. And downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Now a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that's downstairs and outside.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact.
Out towards right center field. O'Neill snags it on the run. He thought about tagging, but heads back to third. Here is Freddie Freeman. He's already homered here in this one. That one outside. Ball 1. Franco throws to first, and he's back in there. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the bottom of the 6th. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Bregman is under it, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Alex Bregman. Bautista in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
0-1.
0-1. That one in triple digits.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Makes the catch for the out. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. And that is out of play. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down. Here's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him swinging. Throw sails over his head at first. Runner at first with 2 away. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0. Soto off of first with 2 away. Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appeal to first. Didn't go. Swing and he breaks his bat. And they tag him out. Set for the last.
My darling, I've been waiting for your company. My sugar.